And the moment they sent me to get you, all I cared about was you, baby. My pops named me after Charlie Brown classmate, the only Negro at the table, the bet I had to play. From where your ego could betray you unless you had a taste. They point like he broke from the stable and he went that away. Long way from all 56. Feeling proud of it. The wrong side of the tracks and the artifacts I'm colliding with. And I was just blessed with the gift of giving you code switch. And hands dark enough to stick out and dig in the snow with. As true as every 8-ball passed around his mansion and every mirror is scraped off. And the privilege it pays for. All the shit I came for, promises of better views. The thought of staring down the eyes on all this revenue. Never blink and turn all this shit into more than I could ever think. Not a stereotype that let me sink. Let me link between where I'm from to where I'm placed at. And pray over this blizzard, I'm a whip up on my way back. Where the angels look different on this side of the city, yeah. Views get in their way, but how could you blame them really, right? Skinny black boy riding all through the valley. But who I'm in this ride with won't never let you catch me. Where the angels look different on this side of the city, yeah. Views get in their way, but how could you blame them really, right? Skinny black boy riding all through the valley. But who I'm in this ride with won't never let you catch me, yeah. Top down on the vet with me as the passenger. Chauffeured all around these hills, but still ain't had enough. All I do is inspire you to see what a package does. Screaming from me a key with my heart beat, padded up, had enough. So don't miss. And all for this, the way I added up, I won't miss. I know a brick without having been introduced to one. Just smaller versions of baggies, but I'll maneuver one. Siamese 2 for 1. You know what I could.
All right, boom, 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 and we back. It's your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. Episode 225. And yeah, we in your face. I know it's been a hiatus. On top of hiatuses, but we back, episode 225. This episode, we got a dope MC, another dope MC, another producer duo coming on with some straight fire. Got my man Creasy Creasy, upstate New York, and DJ Uncle Fester representing Nova Scotia. Hope I said that right. Hope I ain't too country. Hope I ain't too country. But yeah, man, they'll be at the halfway mark, of course, and we'll get to talk about the new project that it just dropped last week, Supervillain. And I ain't gonna front. I'm kind of, that's my vibe right now. I feel like a supervillain, man. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's never not enough. Can we just kill him? It's not enough. Just it's not enough. Nah, you don't kill off your enemies, man. You torture them. Killing is easy. Israel, that's easy. It's easy to kill them, but to torture. Should I make another? Nah. To torture, that's sick. Isn't the word sadistic? That's sadistic, yeah. So, yeah, man. Just taking somebody out real quick. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Nah. I'm on that Wu-Tang 1993. I freaking sew your asshole up and just get a pot of beans and keep feeding you. You know what I'm saying? I get a X-Acto knife and just cut every inch of your toenails one by one. In every cut, I just dump alcohol into the wound with an X-Acto knife. You know? Yo, I ain't gonna front. Shouts out to Wu-Tang. I think it's 30 years this week. When Wu-Tang dropped, and I think what's the other group? Tribe Called Quest dropped Midnight Marauders. 2 classics back in 93. And but yo, it had to be some months later. And I will say this about the difference between this generation and generations past is that I'm starting to realize we got our music a lot slower. We didn't get our music clearly as fast as these kids do today, because I don't even think I even got close to hearing Wu-Tang until like mid 94. But when I did, I ain't gonna front, I was shook. I was shook when somebody played that skit. Shouts out to Eugene and my cousin Fat Man. I don't think it was them. Maybe it was some other. Maybe it was Rodney. Maybe Rodney knows. My homeboy Rodney. Maybe he know. I knew I was in that neighborhood, and somebody played that record. And man, my holy roller, son of a holy roller self, I was shook, bro. I ain't gonna front. That and seeing Red Man, the Red album, like it was blood red. Like I thought it was the devil. I thought it was the devil. I was shook. No lie. But yeah, man. Again, yeah, John Creasy, Uncle Fester, the Super Villains LP has dropped. So we're gonna talk about that. Speaking of super villains, I feel like this is some super villain type shit that they doing with this one. Drake and J.Cole are going on tour, North American tour. They're going on a tour together. Now I really don't know how that mix. I'm not even gonna front. I mean, I've seen J. Cole on tour in person perform. Dope performer, super dope performer. Just like the Gangsterville, I see you, my boy. The man sharing the jump. Okay, y'all hear me. But matter of fact, speaking of Gangsterville, I know y'all got y'all project. Yo, holla at your boy. Y'all if you want to link up, we need to link up, holla at your boy. You know what I mean? But yeah, matter of fact, let me get to something else a little later. Yeah, J. Cole, Drake going on tour. I know how J. Cole get down to performing, a great performer. Of course, I don't doubt Drake is ever slacking. But even still, like, I wonder if they're gonna pull it off as seamlessly as like Wu-Tang and Nas, where they kind of went back and forth, or will it be, J. Cole open up one night and then Drake finish it up, and then Drake open up one night. Even though I'd be surprised if Drake will even want that. Like, I don't see Drake following. I'm sorry, I don't see Drake going before J. Cole. I can see J. Cole be humble enough to be like, hey, I know I'm enough of a man, enough of being the man that I'll go first and rock it, and then you have to follow up and play nothing but your hits because I'm going to kill it. But yeah, that's probably what it's going to be, because I just don't see Drake being cool enough to say, nah, I'll go first and kill it, and then leave the stage for J. Cole to try to keep up with my thousands of hits. So I don't know. We'll see how it go. I did see, I think they had 2 dates in Florida, if that matters to you. I think there was a date in Tampa. Shouts out to Reef Knockout. And a date in Sunrise, Florida. Why Sunrise? I have no idea. Why not Miami or Orlando or Jacksonville or even Pembroke Pines? Not even Lake Wales. Like, just Sunrise, Florida. Oh, okay. I have to go to the villages for that. Anyway, speaking of Lake Wales, big shout out to my man DJ Butch. DJ Butch. Man just celebrated the big 4-0. Me and Fee slid down there real quick. On top of that, he and his wife celebrated or announced that they'll be having a little baby girl. Team Girl Dad. Welcome to the camp. You'll be joining me and Stess, who his baby girl just had a birthday party, had a birthday on the 12th. Of course, my baby Mackenzie had a birthday on the 9th. Big Low, who else got a baby girl? My man EJ. Who else? DJ Body Slanger. There's a lot of us with girls. Matter of fact, who has a boy outside of EJ? EJ got his little boy. Who has a boy? Yo, y'all hit me up. Let me know. we need some boys. It's a lot of girls. It's a lot of girls. But it's all a blessing, man. And I'm super happy for the both of them. And man, I know we complain about a lot of like stupid stuff regarding society, but one of the things that really grind my gears is when and granted things happen, but you have two people come together, great people, or not even just two people. It could be just a person that's a great person, and they just have totally given up on the ideal of having kids. I'm not saying that everyone has to have a kid, or that you just magically like it just happens, because it doesn't. But it just amazes me, like some of the dope people, like some like really great, good natured people be like, nah, I ain't having no kids. But then you have some questionable people who just popping babies. And yeah, it just, I don't want to say that's the reason why the world messed up, because you can have a messed up parent and still become a great person, LeBron James. But like, dog, it just amazes me when it's great people, a great person, and it's just like, no, we ain't gonna do that. Like, we need y'all to raise some kids. you guys are too great, too good of a people to not to be out here raising children. A, because the children need it, and B, the world needs it. The world needs more great people raising greater people. You know what I'm saying? Well, who knows? Maybe I'm overstepping. It's all in God's hands. So it is what it is. So what we got? We got Drake and J.Cole. Speaking of goats, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to use that term. I didn't mean to use it. I hate that term. What other term? You know what? I used to hate the word bae. I mean, I still do. I hate people say, hey, bae. Like, just say babe. You lazy buffoon. Like, just say babe. But bae. Like, how lazy you got to be just to say bae? Like, just not even another syllable. It's just, anyway, the term goat is retarded in my mind. Great, you got bots. Good to know I got bots on the podcast. Appreciate that. Y'all gonna allow me to erase them? Nope. Okay. But anyway, not just goats. But this is one of my favorite MCs, one of my top 5. Has announced today that he'll be releasing a new album. Andre 3000. Andre 3000 will be releasing a new album. Of him playing the flute. Nah, don't clap for that shit. The hell? What? Bruh. I know you lying. Bro, we've been waiting 20 years I guess really 17. It was Ottawa came out in 2006. That don't count. If you're a true Outkast fan, Ottawa don't count. That was a soundtrack. Been waiting 20 years. What's man talking about a flute? Nah, I get it. Shouts out to Marcel. No, Marcel people. I'm sorry. Shouts out to Big Low. My man Big Low said, hey, it's not your job to dictate one's art. I'm not trying to dictate nothing. Pause. Andre can do what he like. However, still upset. and even if, maybe that's because he even got these weird titles for each track. It's supposed to be like 70-something minutes long. And like I think the first title is, man, I really thought I could make a rap album. Dog, shut up, bro. Like, don't even tease us like that. Pause. Like, I thought I could make a rap album. Nah, bro. Because this is my thing too. I told you, man, Andre top 3. He in my top 3. And granted, I mean, I'm glad he didn't go the way of Eminem, who's my number 2. But dog, like you be like this ideal of I just don't like rapping. But you rap. You be rapping though. You be rapping, bro. You drop a verse like every blue moon, like the name of the album. You you be rapping. You want to come off it? I thought I was gonna rap, but I picked up this flute. Man, dog, stop, bro. Stop. You just lazy, bro. Just call it for what it is. You lazy, dog. Stop it. You got Big Boy out here doing all this stuff. Big Boy trying to keep the name up. Pause. Like try to, continue to have the Outkast brand burning bright. And Drake just off doing whatever, bro. I'm tired. I'm tired, dog. I'm tired. Like, don't even. And then this is always a big hoopla. Are we making the album? Bro, am I gonna listen to it? Damn right. Damn right. I'm gonna listen to it. The hell you thought? He's still in my top 3. You be teasing folks. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. Let me check on something, bro. Before we got Drake and J.Cole. Yeah, minutes ahead. My internet straight. Yo, if you watching, man, shoot me a comment and make sure I'm still good. But it's about that time. I got about 12 more minutes. Let's get into it. T-Pain versus Tallahassee. That's all I got. I ain't got no dun dun dun. T-Pain versus Tallahassee, man. Hey, is that you, Fee? That's probably Fee. Hello, person. I think my internet is gonna start acting wacky for whatever reason. But we're gonna keep it going. Yo, T-Pain versus Tallahassee. I don't know what to tell y'all. Honestly, I don't think anyone outside of Tallahassee is even concerned or even knows that there's this drama even brewing. Like, it honestly feels like this is completely isolated in Tallahassee, which I guess is fitting. So I'm gonna try to break this thing down real quick and then I guess give my thoughts. I don't know. I honestly don't know what to think. I don't. I thought I did. And try to get in front of this camera and be like, oh, you know what? I don't think I know enough. What happened? So I guess the genesis of all of this was that there was this 50th and celebration of hip hop, celebration of 50th anniversary of hip hop here in Tallahassee. There was a concert. It was supposed to be in one part. It got moved over to another part. Me and Felicia, we went and attended it. Attended it. How many D's in that? Pause. And it was dope. It was a good time. You had MC Light perform, Dougie Fresh performed, which Dougie Fresh gave the best performance I've seen from a solo act since KRS-One. Was let me know that old school acts really know how to rock. Like, this man only had like one song, low key. He only had the show that he stretched the show out for like 15 minutes, doing all kind of, like, he's an MC. Dougie Fresh is an MC. And I know that sounds crazy now you can say that because I've had him on the podcast, not as a guest, but I got a drop from him a couple of years ago. So I was like, didn't you know then? Bruh, nah, like, I ain't know like I know now. Like, that shit was amazing. Shouts out to Dougie Fresh. But there was a whole fiasco behind the show in that part of the show was to honor T-Pain. And so prior to the show, of course, there was a flyer that was put out to introduce the show. And the flyer had this big image of T-Pain on it. And so people assumed, as I did initially, that T-Pain was going to come to Tallahassee and perform at this 50th anniversary of hip hop show. So a lot of people was excited because not only was T-Pain allegedly going to come down and perform, but it was a free concert. So people was going to pull up the free T-Pain concert, starting MC Light and Dougie Fresh. So, but then word got out that he wasn't going to come down and perform, that it was only going to honor him. And so the idea was, well, I guess maybe he's going to show up and be honored. But then it turns out that wasn't true. Then word got out that he wasn't coming at all. At all. Even though he was on the flyer. And then word got out that the reason why he was not coming down, and the reason why was because allegedly, well, this wasn't alleged, this is published information, that County Commissioner Kristen Caban, I said his name right? I don't know. Had some disparaging words about T-Pain, indicating that he didn't think that T-Pain was a role model based on the lyrics of some of T-Pain's works. And so apparently word got back to T-Pain, and he was like, yeah, I don't even know if I was going to come, but I'm definitely not coming now. So y'all can scrap that. So a lot of this at first was just, rumors, whispers on the internet. But then after the concert, T-Pain jumped on IG and gave a 5-piece breakdown of everything that happened on his end. And he was told he was going to have a street named after him. But then that fell apart. They was going to put a sign up. He was like, he wasn't cool with that. It wasn't worth him coming down for that. And then eventually he learned of the concert and he realized, oh, y'all want me to come down for the concert. But then even with the word of the concert and being that, yo, you don't have to perform, we just want to honor you, he learned about the city commissioner's remarks, and that apparently the Tallahassee Democrat, which is essentially the local newspaper here, a place where I've interned when I was in school, only published that quote from that meeting, even though there was supposedly other quotes that were positive, but they made a point to put out that quote. And he felt like the newspaper and the county commissioner, county commission was treated him bad, and then he had other incidents in the past where he was just thrown under the bus. So he was like, you know what? I'm almost 40 years old. I ain't got time for none of that. I'll come down when I come down. Pause. So yeah, but what was interesting was one of the organizers, and shouts out to Doc D, who put it together, or helped put it together rather. It was actually the organization tied in with, I believe, the county, who actually went to the county. The reason why the commission even made those comments was because these organizations who were created to try to stop violence in Tallahassee went to the city and county commissioners to get money so you can put the event together. But with trying to put the concert together, well, Doc D had receipts of emails being transmitted between T-Pain's camp and the organization with trying to have him come down to perform. And it appears that he was willing to perform until the commissioner's comments came out. But it was one thing in particular I found interesting. And shouts out Kevin Walker, T-Pain's brother, homeboy, best friend, and RIP to She, man, She dog. That they use a picture of the Marching 100 showing a tribute to T-Pain. And the way it was posted as if they did it in either this past game. Then you had the last home game this Saturday. And so it appeared that that tribute was made today, or made this weekend rather. But my man's came out and was like, nah, they did that last year. Like, why y'all putting that picture out of them making this T-Pain Marching 100 configuration as if they did it this weekend when they did that last year? Like, what's going on? Just a lot of mess. That's what's going on. A lot of mess. And yeah, to me, it just seemed like a lot of people that's just out of touch with a lot of stuff. And maybe, just maybe, y'all should leave some stuff alone. That's my take. Maybe leave some stuff alone, or at least do some stuff where you really got a hand in the culture. First of all, just hip hop culture in general. That's first. But then second, especially if you're gonna sit here and say you're gonna represent not just hip hop but Tallahassee, yeah, have your ears to the streets in Tallahassee. Because guess what? T-Pain is not the only rapper that come out of this city. And I believe that a lot of the other rappers that came out of the city, or not even just rappers, just, DJs, whoever, could have and would have been more accessible. You got Dead Prez. You got Kent Jones. You got Bobby Fitzgerald. Even though I know he come out of Quincy, but it's a metro area. Just running with it. You got Lil Tyler. You got Boston Richie. And that's just naming a few. And then not even to And then you got the and I feel bad. See, I'm even out of touch. You got the two girls who wrote for Beyonce. Amongst like so many other hip hop artists or hip hop influenced artists that have come out of this city. But not only that, you got so many artists that's still here, and some that are not here. Like, I'm glad they brought out MBZ. You know what I'm saying? But where was the tribute for Total Chaos? Where was the tribute for Grimlock? You know what I'm saying? Those were two pillars of Tallahassee rap scene who aren't here that you could have paid tribute to during that time. If you really want to represent the city, if you really had your ear and heart to the city and what's really how hip-hop is really represented down here. Nah, but y'all so focused on trying to get the big fish that you missed out on so many persons that you could have just got together and still propelled the culture of hip-hop here in this small city. But nah, you want to go for the big fish and fumble the bag. Because your ear, maybe your heart is not really in it. And that's what that showed. This whole fiasco showed that y'all was trying to make a big grab and not really focus on truly understanding what's happening. And in turn, because of that, that also shows that you guys, and when I say you guys, mean the higher ups, and that's what Payne, when he was talking, he was like, yo, I ain't got beef with the people in the city. I ain't got problem with people, the people in the city of Tallahassee. It's the higher ups. It's the ones around here making moves in the background. Political moves or whatever, economic moves, whatever they doing in the background. But part of the fact that y'all ear is not to the streets, y'all not connected to what's going on, you in this bubble amongst yourselves, you want to pat each other on the back and give each other awards and say, hey, you a leadership. You a leader, guy. Great. But you're not really in these streets understanding what these people going through and what these people need. And that's why the quality of living of those who just not fortunate enough to be privileged to have a connection to whoever or whatever, they struggling. And so you wonder why there's an increase in gun violence in your city. It's because you're not connected to the heart of it to understand why these people are struggling and how if you can get to the heart of it and change that, that maybe you reduce it. I mean, violence ain't never going to go away. It is what it is. But maybe if you can connect to the people and see what's truly going on, you can make the right solutions to try to turn this thing around. But instead, y'all too concerned with patting each other on the back, giving each other plaques, trying to keep it circle tight while the rest of the people suffer. And that's why you got the egg on your face. And the biggest representative of this city looking at y'all like y'all stupid. And you might be. So I need to get your mind right, man. Get your mind right. Get out of them stuffy offices. Get out of your stuffy suits and stuffy pulpits. Trying to impress whoever and get in these streets and really understand what these people are going through and what these people are really dealing with. And then come up with solutions since you're so smart with your master's and your doctor's degree, and your economics degree, and your urban planning degrees. Get to these people, understand what they're going through, then go back out, then go and try to construct something. A new blueprint. Not the old blueprint. A new blueprint. Or you continue to keep doing the same bullshit, and the people are going to continue to suffer. Choice is yours. Anyway, you're tired of preaching, man. Tired of, they ain't listening than me anyway. So I'm gonna get to this next track, man. We're gonna bring our guest on, man. Ain't nobody worrying about my old ass. Yeah, this Heroina, my man Kingdom Come, and then we'll come back, my man John Creasy and Uncle Fester. This is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. You got time, baby?
A man haunted by a vision of hell on earth predicted that someday the entire world would live under horror is probably just around the corner for all of us. We'll find out why in a moment.
The spook by the door who sat close. Rap quotes in the same vein, like a fiend who smacks dope. Careful what you ask for. Load the trumpet like Satchmo. Milk the game like lactose. Phone posits, deposit in banknotes. Will still put up numbers, I bang home. Scientists with the lab coat. Whip the fix, this is it, the exact dope. Scared and fright. You say my name 5 times and I'll be there for sight. An urban legend. My voice alone is a murder weapon. I'm a fast learner at work. Watch how quick I stash the burner in the dirt. It's mass murder in the first. When I advance further in the verse, the trance turned into a curse.
Tonight's guest, the man of letters, as disturbing as he is distinguished, has written some of the most electric novels and social criticism of this century. He's just finished a series of essays in which he outlines and defines who and what are the...
All right, boom, 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 and we back. It's your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. What you just heard, my man Kingdom Come with the Heroina. But without further ado, we got the guest of the hour, my man John Creasy and Uncle Fester in the building. What's up,
Peace,
fellas?
man. Peace, man. Glad to be here. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, man. Blessed to be here, man. Appreciate the opportunity.
Hold on, let me step back real quick and real question. How y'all beards get so glorious, dog? How y'all,
yeah, man. I just let mine go. You know what I mean? I just let it go.
Yeah, you know, man, I'm Canadian, right? So I got to keep this for warmth up here, up in the north, you know, so.
Thanks. I get cold here in Niagara Falls too, so definitely.
That's what it is. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm down in the tropics, so, you know, we get excited when it gets below 50. We're like, oh, it's winter.
I wish, man. I wish.
Yeah, no, it's all good, man. I'm glad to have you guys on the show. Ain't gonna front. Like, I was here last night, sitting here with my wife, watching the football game. That's at the project on repeat, and it was dope. It's a dope project. So I give y'all props.
I appreciate that.
Super Villian. Man, it was just a real super easy listen. I was just thoroughly impressed. So just want to give y'all props on that. But before we get into all of that, you guys want to go ahead and give just a short, you know what I'm saying, synopsis of who you are. You know what I'm saying? Start with you, Creasy, and then Uncle Fester, you can jump in after him.
Oh, yeah, I'm John Creasy from Niagara Falls, New York. You know what I mean? And I rap. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing music, man, all my life. You know what I mean? And it's like I got projects out from here. You know what I mean? I just dropped me and Fester did the Still Villain before the Super Villain joint. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm from upstate New York, man, and that's it, man. I love music. I'm a middle child, mom, all boys, and I'm just here to work, man. That's about it. That's about it with me. You can go ahead, Fest.
Well, man, with me, man, I'm DJ Uncle Fester. I'm from Canada, from the East Coast of Canada. I've been repping up here as a DJ and a producer and engineer for like a minute now. And yeah, man, I produce a lot for a lot of different MCs and DJ for a lot of different groups and crews and stuff. And yeah, man, just been doing my thing up here in Canada for a while. And yeah, just been like linking with them different MCs across Canada and the States now for the last number of years. And yeah, man, just continuing to release music and trying to push forward, you know?
No doubt. Be it that, you know, to me, y'all in the same spot.
Basically, yeah.
Ain't too much difference between Buffalo and Nova Scotia when you're in Florida. But
no
how
doubt.
did you guys link up, man?
Honestly, it came from I was working with a dude named AP the Overlord, a la Preem, and we had done a project together. And Creasy and AP are tight, and he had heard about me working with AP and heard some snippets of stuff, and he was getting ready to work on his project, so he hollered and was like, hey man, if you got beats or whatever, just like let me know. I'd like to build. And I had already heard some of Creasy's material before. So, based on the fact of that and on the strength of my relationship with AP, I was like, yeah, man, I'm going to send you a pack or whatever. And then I hit Creasy with a pack and he was like, yo, this is an album right here already. Like, let's go. Like, let's start building this. And then we were off to the races, man, from there. And we've been basically communicating on the daily and like creating constantly like since then. So like it just was like a switch from the moment we met, really.
All right, bet that up. Also too, let me holler at Creasy, man. It's gonna be kind of left field, but what's wrong with the Bills, bro? What's wrong with the Bills?
Man, I don't know. We just fired the OC today, so hopefully that'll help out, man. But I don't know what's going on, man.
Bro,
I don't know.
I had high hope. Like, granted, I'm a Cowboys fan, so
we got to play y'all still. We got a tough schedule ahead, man. I don't know what's going on. I was heartbroken last night, but
they needed that win last night.
Yeah, we needed it. We needed it, but
I was playing the project. I thought maybe that'd give us some good mojo.
Man, I was hoping so. That's crazy, man. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully they bounce back though, but season ain't over yet, man. Being a Bills fan, we done been here before. 4 Super Bowls, and we lost to the Cowboys in the Super Bowl before. So I ain't gonna say we used to it, but it's just like it's regular to us. Like next game up, you know what I'm saying? Always got to go do crazy stuff to get there.
There were times with my dude though. He just got that ill fumble.
Yeah, man.
Man. So I always had a soft spot for the Bills, straight up.
I appreciate that. We family then. Bills Mafia, you already know.
Word. So speaking of that though, you know what I'm saying? Of course, Buffalo has been getting a lot of shine. Probably most shine they've been getting since Rick James with Griselda doing their thing or whatever. How is it in the city, or not even just Buffalo, but Niagara Falls and all that whole area? Like, what's the scenario as far as like that buzz, knowing that people from that area as opposed to people coming from the city is making noise? Like, how's you reading that temperature?
I feel like it was a blessing, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, nobody really did not hear since Rick James, so I feel like we needed that. And just like, everything come together. It's funny you say about the football, but it's like, the Bills started playing good, and the eyes got on us with the music, through Griselda with Benny and Wes and them. So I just feel like, it just made it, the people pay attention to us and see it. There's a lot more talent here. Like you said, I'm from the Falls, so I'm not from Buffalo, but it's only like 20 minutes away. So it's like, I got stuff with Benny and, I've been around them before. Like, before they even popped, like I knew who they was. So it's like, to me, it was a blessing, man. Like we from a small city, eyes wasn't on us, and it's like we had the football team doing good. They gonna bounce back, I believe. But it's just, I feel like it's a good light to where I'm from, because like you said, I can't go to Def Jam, I can't go downtown and walk into the offices, like So it's just like being here, I feel like that was good, because like it's helping our music scene out, whether people don't like it or not. Whether you do boom bap, whether you do the drill shit, the trap shit, is like them being where they at right now is putting the ice on the day. It's a blessing to me. I love it. I love being where I'm from. You know what I mean?
Word. Yeah, I'm kind of remind me of like I said, I don't know if y'all picked up on it from Tallahassee. And so when Pain blew up back in 05, 06, and it was like it was literally like a buzz, like, oh snap, like they'll snap somebody, and was also kind of crazy now because there's kind of been a resurgence. Like we had 3 artists down here get signed, and so many, and so it's it's the same, but it's different. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it has been as big when Pain blew up, but like this past XXL episode, we had like 2 artists from this city,
right? Yeah, that's big.
City, XXL freshman cover. It's like, what the?
Yeah, that's dope. So, that's dope, man.
Yeah, I can imagine. You know what I'm saying, and that's in the same aspect up there. You know what I'm saying? You just got people that's
that just give me motivation and inspiration to do what I'm doing. That shit motivate me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a blessing to me, man. I love it.
Yeah, man. I know that. I know what that's. You know, man. I know what that's about, man. You know, Halifax, Nova Scotia is not a big town, but like my boy, best friend, he goes by my best friend Jake. He just got a Grammy nomination for his production on Metro Boomin. He lives like down the street from me. You know what I mean? So like to see cats like in my neighborhood like blowing up like on that level, and then also like another dude of mine down the street, my boy Chan Hayes, just put out an album with Boldy James, and that's my boy. He was like, you know, so like you got like 3 different producers doing stuff in rap music, like just houses from each other. You know what I mean? So like when that stuff starts bubbling, like we've all been talking like, yo, like this is crazy that we're all like, we all have like drops in the same week. We all got these big things going on right now, you know? So like, you know, like that it's inspiring too. You know what I mean? Like Creasy said, it's just like, it's a blessing, and it's like, it pushes everybody forward, you know?
No doubt, no doubt. That's like Nova Scotia. Ain't y'all supposed to be your own country anyway? We are trying to put
we act like it, I guess, but we're not really, you know. But we act like it out here, you know what I mean? Because we're like, you know, like we're more east than Maine, right? So like we're out here, right? So you know, like a lot of times when tours used to come through Canada and stuff, they would stop in Montreal. They wouldn't come our way, right? Like it's changed a little bit now, but like we've always been kind of like fending for ourselves out here, kind of like that's the mentality of my way, you know.
Mine too. Yeah. So that's why it is linked. It just makes sense for us to come together and, you know what I mean, do what we do.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
Now, I know a little bit about Nova Scotia, man. I know more about Nova Scotia than I do like the West Coast of Canada. Don't ask me why, but yeah, I know about Nova Scotia. So anyway, you know what? Let's get into the music, man. Let these people hear what y'all got, and then we'll come back, talk about the concept, how that came together, and also what I got planned for the future. So, what I got lined up, and I hope you guys are happy. Hope I picked the right songs. No, I'm joking. I got I know it's Halloween Havoc and Nitro featuring Sayzee and then 4 minute AP to Overlord. So yeah, y'all hold tight. Also, disclaimer, you're watching the live or you're watching on YouTube. I'm gonna play part of the song. You can get the full extended version of both songs on the audio podcast. You can check it at freedomtrainradio.com. So without further ado, this is John Creasy, Uncle Fester of the Super Villian Project. And here we go. This is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. You got time, baby.
Niggas said Crease chill, you gotta really relax. They think they more talented, but they ain't speaking of facts because the blinds hit. You niggas couldn't figure me whack. Some time off, now I'm back, now they gon' really relax. 25 to like my sentence and I kill every track. No parole either. Trap with the chrome eater. If we went bar for bar, you couldn't mirror me back. Would beat the life cheap. This shit is fucking bigger than rap. That's my cousin Ned. At 7, I let the lid pop. Coming off the ropes like Hogan's leg drop. Headshot, brain matter all over the place. Before the finish, shit feel like a boot to the face. Superhero shit. And I ain't come with a cake. Still feeling shit. It's only so long you niggas can hate. Super feeling shit. Double up like when it comes to the weight. Super feeling shit. Double up like when it comes to the weight. I'ma show you how to come up with a classic, nigga. Everything I'm on is everything. New pack I ripped the shit out the package. No holds barred. It feel like Halloween. I'ma show you how to come up with a class. Niggas ain't fucking with me, man. Everything I'm on is magic. Everything new pack. I ripped the shit out the package. No holds barred. It feel like Halloween.
I never quit, just never none of that. I never quit, just never none of that. I never quit, just never none of that. I never quit, just never none of that.
I never quit, never gave a fuck. I'm all about a double up. North Face, my clip cold, better bundle up. Let it spit till the Mac is done. Over the top, no, I got a bust shot. Call me Mac McClung. Ain't worthy like James Worthy, the cane serving. And that's my brother like the same service. My payload, get your face poked. Coming out the car, grab your arm, had to snap it like Fable. Chris Angel, I make the pack disappear, I rap different. Stop. Third eye like I'm hieroglyphic. Rock the same fire, left the pyro missing. I pack a little Uzi, but the eye roll missing. Shots from the side, I leave the eyeball missing. I'm cooking on the stove, I got a fire. Door kitchen. This wizardry, I have your thyroid glitches. Keys on me, I don't need ignition. Yeah.
I never quit, just never none of that. I never quit, just never none of that. I never quit, just never none of that.
Let me talk, crazy.
I never quit, just never none of that.
It's the Haitian aristocrat P. Let the pistol clap, sidewalk slam, all y'all on the rap mat. Yeah, niggas getting hit with the rap facts. Yeah, P came dipping in the backpack. Yeah, P keeps work like a wet back. I had your main girl blow the whole set back. Goes that a follow you, clear the whole scene. Chief funny like Babalu, quality the steam deep. Let me run it down the line, God. I'm with the super villain all in the town hall. Broad day get clapped in the city hall. You ain't think we got it poppin' in Niagara Falls. Same shit down in Rock. P came with the stock, hitting your top, Lord. From the era, the Fritz gonna stop, Lord. And when you locked up, no stopping the clock, Lord.
All right, boom, 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 and we back. It's your boy Enigma September. This is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. What you just heard was Halloween Havoc and Nitro, featuring Sayzee and AP the Overlord. Brought to you by John Creasy, produced by DJ Uncle Fester. Yo, first of all, I told y'all they was fight. I was sitting here watching the game.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, man.
Just that.
I appreciate that.
My wife just sitting here vibing. I'm like, who that? I'm like, yo, she's like, those guys you interviewing tomorrow? I'm like, yeah. She's like, nice. Yeah, all right.
That's love, man. I appreciate that.
No doubt. Yo, so Uncle Fester, that was you with the scratches on the
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's all me. All the beats, all the cuts, all that's me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the goat, man. That's Fester, man. You know what I mean? That's my
Yeah, man. I've been DJing for a minute, man. I've been DJing for a minute. Like I'm a DJ from like the vinyl era, straight up. Like I used to carry my crates to the shows and shit, right? Like so, like I've been had my hands on records for a long time, right? So like that aspect of it comes pretty naturally to me, man. So
I bet. Well, let me ask you this too: do you find yourself? Would you call yourself more of a cut master or a blend master? Like,
oh man, that's a good question. You know, like, man, like if I'm DJing out for a crowd, I'm more of a blend master for sure. I'm not like one of those DJs who plays out and does like juggles and like I can do some of that stuff, but like if I'm playing for a crowd, like I'm more like I like to rock a crowd for whatever it is, like rock a party, right? You know, whatever's going on. But I do so many cut choruses, like for my own shit and for other MCs and stuff like that I work with that like being a cut DJ is definitely part of what I do as well. But so it just depends on the scenario, really.
All right, bet. Yo, the reason I asked for real though, because I went to go see the Nas in the Wu-Tang joint. Back in September in Nashville, and they opened up with DJ Scratch. Of course, he, he's legendary. But bro, his blends was kind of suspect. Like I was like,
oh man,
I think it's Scratch. I mean, that name.
Yeah.
But like this selection, I was like, bro, why'd you paying Many Men and playing doggone Juvenile High? Like what? It wasn't coming together. So
you gotta balance that shit out. Definitely.
Yeah, you gotta balance it out, bro. But he's still legendary. Shouts out to the God. He still do his thing.
Definitely legendary.
Speaking of the God, you know what I'm saying? Of course, anybody who knows a minuscule knowledge of wrestling would know that Hulk Hogan is definitely one of the Mount Rushmore of wrestling. What was y'all inspiration to go with not only him as a centerpiece, but then just go with his villain art that he went on in the mid-90s?
I would say, I mean, we got the Still Villain project. You know, that's before this one. That's basically, we got the Shredder concept to that with the Ninja Turtles on there. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like we were still in that villain type of, so I was just like, yo, like what bigger super villain it is than Hollywood Hogan? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up a wrestling head. Like, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in the 80s, 90s, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I loved Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta, in order if you talking like that, you gotta pick somebody that's gonna back it up. So I wanted to play that moniker being Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? So that was my thought process behind it. Like, just elevate the villain from the first one. That's still villain, but this is a super one. You know what I'm saying? So that was my mindset. Just leg drop with a big boot. That's it. That's all I was thinking about.
Yeah, man. Who's more, honestly, man? Who's more of a villain? Like at the time, he was such a huge villain when he turned, and even now, like when you look at his life behind the scenes and like what has happened with him, like he's also like a villain in real life too, right? Like he is. Hogan is kind of the super villain, right? Like
villain, man.
You know, like to be like, you know, like I want to take do the Hogan persona. To me, when Creasy said that, I was like, okay. Like he's not messing around, really, right? Like, like lots of you know, like wrestling's always been a big influence in rap music for a long time, and it's been especially like a thing in the last couple of years. So if you're gonna do a villain theme about it, man, like you might as well like take the real villain. I think
exactly.
So that shit was like that was dope to me, and you know. It was easy to set the soundtrack for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the sounds. Like we actually was. I talked to Fester. Like I talk to him on a regular basis. Like, yo, what up, bro? How you? Like, it ain't just about music. You know what I mean? Me and Fester talk almost every day. You know what I'm saying? So just like we bounced the even the title tracks. How we put it together. We would send each other videos, going back watching the old wrestling matches and putting it. We just put the album together. You know what I'm saying? How it went. You know what I'm saying? Like track list wise, you know what I'm saying? Nitro was on Monday, Thunder was Thursday, and the song Thunder came after night. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like I wanted to say everything that was going on. You know what I'm saying? So
no, that was a crazy thing, and I'm kind of upset. I ain't really mad at him, but I'm kind of mad at him because I got a cousin. He really stuck with the wrestling thing like throughout like our childhood into adulthood. So that's why my cousin Abe, he usually listens to the podcast. I don't know why he's not here now, but he stuck with it. Me on the other hand, after probably like 90, I was like, all right, I'm straight. But I knew enough that even with like listening to everything that was going on, I was like, oh yeah, I know that. I remember that. Like I wasn't even a big wrestling fan, but I was still able to pick up on everything that was going on and all the references and all the other stuff. So
that's dope, yeah. That's
man.
how I mean.
But that's dope on y'all end. You know what I mean? Like I said, even someone who had like just a little piece of wrestling knowledge should be able to be like, oh shit, like these niggas really know they stuff to be able to put
man.
The way they did.
Yeah.
So like I said, I was just thoroughly impressed with the project. And gotta admit, I gotta go find Still Villain, you know what I'm saying, see what y'all did with that. I know I saw somewhere maybe in the promo piece that Fester, you said you kind of up the game as far as like mixing and stuff. Was there a difference between Real Villain and Super Villain?
Well, I mean, you know, like for me, when I'm working with an artist, right, like some of the time people are right here in my booth behind me recording, right? So like I get to like know that MC and get to know their voice and get to know how to properly like just like elevate the mix in a way that like it elevates the music like as a whole, right? Like the more that you learn an artist and the more that you learn your craft that way as an engineer, it's just going to make the music all that better. So for Creasy being the second time around, I was just more locked in with who he was as an artist and what he sounded like. And also like we had developed a friendship. So I was able to be like, hey man, like I was able to start like producing him more, like to be like which is something I like to do. And like if we were in the studio, it probably would have happened a little quicker on Still Villain, you know, because we would have had like we would have been right here in the studio working together. But like after doing that one record, it was enough where I could be like, hey man, try this. You know what I mean? Like when you record, do this, because when I mix, it's going to help me do this. Right. And like we were able to like align ourselves and I was able to produce him a bit more. Because we had that creative relationship now, right? So all of that plus like just in general, I'm always trying to up my engineering game, and I just happen to have I learned a new trick, like an old dog learning a new trick. At the same time, I was so like all that stuff combined into one thing where like I was just super excited about the way the album was sounding and the way the mix was coming together. And no matter what environment I brought it into, like my headphones, my studio speakers, my laptop, in my whip, like whatever it was, like it just sounded right every time. So to me, like beyond the music, like I was like extra excited about how the whole album comes together and sounds. And I feel like that will just help it come across to like people, you know, especially if they're checking us out for the first time.
Word. Yeah, shouts out to my bro Outlaw Beats. Give my man's props. That's what you sound like. You sound like my man Outlaw Beats. He's a producer down here in town. And yeah, anytime he find one of them little engineering joints, bro, he's like, yo, I learned this switch over whatever. Yeah, he get mad excited. And I'll be like, all right, just make sure I sound right, bro. Like
yeah.
I appreciate you.
Word.
Anywho, man, before we get up out of here, John, if you want to let people know, you know what I'm saying, what you got planned moving forward, you know what I'm saying, for the rest of the year and then going into 2024.
Well, I mean, for the rest of the year, you know, we got the vinyls out on I Had Accident Records. You know what I mean? Go cop those. Got the cassette still available on Imagine Records, man. 2023 finishing out strong. You know what I mean? We still got another trick up our sleeve coming, but we posted about it the other day. But yeah, man, 2024, there's more work. You can expect another Creasy and Fester album, and who knows after that, man. I'm just, you know what I mean? I like to surprise them, so we'll just keep them waiting, you know what I mean? But 2024, man, we moving, man. Appreciate you for having me, man. You already know.
No, man, appreciate y'all showing up, you know what I'm saying, doing this interview, man. I really appreciate it. Like I said, the music is dope. So whenever y'all got y'all next project ready to pop off, holla at your boy.
Got you, definitely.
Connect, man, but even now, I know we connected on IG, so
right.
That's it. Just slide in the DM and just let me know what's good.
Okay.
In particular, you doing moving forward, you know what I'm saying, going to the new year or no?
Well, you know, man, I just want, like, I guess, like, the best way for people to check me is Fester902 on Instagram. Fester902, because, like, you know, like, I always, like, that's my main hub for letting people know, like I work with different MCs and stuff. But as far as Creasy and I is concerned, like, he kind of, like, hinted at, you know, if people want to go to our Instagrams and check out the hint we just dropped, we got a track coming out before the end of the year with someone big. And we're gonna maybe tease the artwork for that. I just got the artwork for that today too, so we're gonna tease the artwork for that soon. So yeah, we got another trick up our sleeve before the year's out. You know, go cop the vinyl, like Creasy said, and just like keep an eye out. You know, like we got more work coming together, and you know, we got more work with other people, both individually as well. And you know, we're always just trying to push forward. Like we're heads, right? Like we just want to be contributing and making as much dope music for the culture as possible and keeping it moving, man. So
Thanks. Super Villain out on DSP too. Go stream that, man. Go run the numbers up on that. You know what I mean?
Run them numbers up for real, for real. So we're gonna get up out y'all hair, but again, man, I appreciate y'all boys, man. You automatically got a fan, you know what I'm saying, and a supporter down here in Tallahassee. So run your music and future episodes, and like I said, a new project drop. We'll be ready to go.
Okay.
So without further ado, shouts out to everybody that listened to your boy, my man Gangsterville. Shouts out to him. Killer Cali. Again, congratulations, man. The big 4-0 and baby girl on the way. Big shout out to my wife, Felicia, the Phenomenal Cooking Experience, still doing her thing. And of course, big shout out to my baby girl, Mackenzie, just turned the big 7. Daddy loves you. And
happy birthday, yo.
So yeah, shout out to Kobe for not making no noise. My dog held it down. And also to my father-in-law for holding it down too. So we'll get about your hair. This is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. You got time, baby.